What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to a brand new Euro 2020 fantasy football video. And in this video I'll be discussing my predicted lineups for the round of 16. Now these are my own predicted lineups, but I have done lots of research and they should be very accurate. So let's get straight into it. And up first you see the Austrian lineup. So I'll read out a bit of information while you have a look at it. So you should never change a winning team. Expect Franco Foda to stick with his trusted 11. But they will need to dig deep after showing signs of exhaustion towards the end of the Ukraine match. Martin Hinteregger is carrying a knock but should be fit in time, while Christoph Boganter has recovered from his head collision. So that's my predicted Austrian lineup, guys. Let's move on to Belgium. Now Belgium has some fresh faces back. You can see De Bruyne, Hazard and Witsel. Belgium have not beaten Portugal since 1989, but this generation is ready for any opponent, especially now that Witsel, Eden Hazard and Kevin De Bruyne have returned to the group. They bring something extra. So that's my predicted Belgium lineup, guys. Moving on to Croatia. Now, there's a slight few changes in the Croatian team. Josip Juranovic came in to deputise for the right back Vrsaljko against Scotland and impressed so much that he may even keep his place. So that's just the Croatian lineup, guys, and of course all the usual names in there, Perisic and Modric. So that's it, guys. We'll move on to Czech Republic. Now regular left back Jan Borel is banned, so Shalhavi will be forced to change his third and trusted starting 11. Kaderabek is expected to come in at left back instead of Borel, who got injured. Forward Patrick Schick will need more support too, meaning the coach may alter his tactics or opt for a new face in midfield. Let's move on to Denmark. Now Denmark captain Simon Kjær has been receiving treatment, but coach Kasper Løgman says he's confident his skipper will be ready for Saturday. The only question is whether Denmark line up with a back three, which proved so successful against Russia, or a back four. So the back three meant that Malhail and Was played basically left wing back and right wing back. So that is my Denmark expected lineup, guys. Moving on to England. So this is my predicted English lineup, guys. As you can see, I have included Jack Grealish into it, Sterling, Foden and Kane up front. Of course, Gareth Southgate, he could play anyone here. They have options. Saka didn't impress the last game, but I too think this is the perfect English lineup. Whether it will be it or not, it should be fairly accurate. I think the only change that could be there is Grealish. Will he start or will he not? And with the question mark against Mason Mount's availability, I think Grealish will start. Moving on to France. With injuries to Lucas Hernandez and Lucas Digne on Wednesday evening, left back is a problem position for France. Rabiot finished the Portugal match at left back, but should Hernandez fail to recover, Kimpembe could fill the spot with Clement Lenglet in at centre half. Dubious was in the stands against Portugal and he is another option. Kingsley Coman and Rabiot would challenge Tolisso for his place. So I have Hernandez included in the squad. The starting 11 here, guys. If he is not starting, I think Rabiot could play left back, or else Kimpembe will be moved out there with Lenglet going in centre back. Now we'll move on to Germany. Thomas Muller, who came on despite a knee problem against Hungary when Germany needed to take huge risks, should be fit enough to start again. Lau is unlikely to change much, but perhaps Leon Goretzka has a chance of replacing Gundogan in central midfield, but I have kept Gundogan in the team. But Goretzka could possibly also start. Moving on to Italy. Now this is a fairly solid Italian team. De Lorenzo is still in at right back, and the main question is it going to be Locatelli or Verratti in the centre mid? Verratti was excellent against Wales on his return from a knee problem, but I think Locatelli will keep his place. The rest of the team should be 100% accurate. Now we'll move on to Netherlands. So I have included Malen instead of Weghorst. I think Malen is a great option for the Netherlands, and he has chipped in with 2 assists. He's playing really well, and I think he will start. Van Aanholt will keep his place, and in goals it will be Stecklenburg will be in goals. I have Krul and Stecklenburg there. I just forgot to change that. It will be Stecklenburg starting in goals. Now we move on to Portugal. Of course, the main question is, will Bruno Fernandes start? I think he will. Now he was benched the last game, but I think that was just an eye-opener for him. I think he will be starting. It's getting to the more serious side of the competition now, and I think Fernandes will step up. So this is my Portuguese side. Now we'll move on to Spain. Assuming Azpilicueta overcomes a calf problem, why would Luis Enrique change an starting 11 that equaled the record for the biggest Euro win last time out? I think this will be the starting team, but I think Busquets will keep his place. He will start. I think Sarabia will also start. People are asking, will he start, will he not? I think he will. Now we'll move on to Sweden. So the main change here is that Kulusevski will start up front instead of Quaison. Kulusevski came on for 35 minutes. He got 2 assists. He created 5 goal chances. I think he is nailed on to start. He didn't start the first 2 games due to COVID, but I think he will start this game. Now we'll move on to Switzerland. Elvedi has recovered and is training and will be in the back 3 alongside Akanji and Rodriguez. Zuber and Widmer should have the edge over the others on the wings. No doubts up front, however. Shaqiri providing the quality in the hole behind Servich and Embolo. So this is my predicted Switzerland team, guys. I think it will be 100% correct. Now we'll move on to Ukraine. Shevchenko's biggest concern is left side of his attack, with Tizgankov still returning to fitness after a calf injury. Zubkov sidelined with the same problem. Central midfielder Malnavsky deputised against North Macedonia and Austria. The results were mixed, and Shevchenko is expected to look for other options this time. Perhaps Malnavinsky back the midfield and taking a chance on Tizgankov on the left. So that's my Ukraine predicted lineup, guys. And now we'll move on to our final team in the last 16, and it is Wales. Having made 3 changes for Wales' visit to Rome on Sunday, Rob Page is likely to revert to a similar, if not identical, lineup to the one that started the Dragons' opening Group A games against Switzerland and Turkey. So I think this will be the Wales starting 11, guys. It's a pretty strong lineup, but I think he will revert back to the first 2 group games. So there you go, guys. These are my 16 predicted starting 11s for the round of 16. If you like this video, hit that subscribe button, give this video a like. If you have any comments or any recommendations to my predicted lineups, leave a comment in the comment section below. I'll be back with lots of more Euro 2020 fantasy football content. Have a great day.